Hello, everybody. Hello. It's Christy. Welcome on in, everybody. Tonight, I am at a Golden Girls event, and we are not doing ATC cards tonight because I am in the event with the Golden Girls in our Creative Hive. So I put the link in the comments. So if you please would go follow them if you're not already. We do have a lot of different events that go on. Lindsay, I just saw Stephanie, come on. Lindsay does an amazing job putting all of these events together, and she always has the funnest theme. So tonight we are in the berry stand event. I'm excited. There's only been a few of us today, but that's okay because we're going to make it fun. And I'm excited because I'm actually crafting tonight with you. I'm not actually doing paper crafts for once. Even though I do love the paper crafts, and it's really hot in my craft room, so I'm just going to kind of put my hair back. Hello, my sweet Stephanie, by the way. I see that you are in and hopefully sharing me into the group, and I appreciate that. If you guys all would say a prayer for sweet Lindsay because she is not feeling well, I totally understand where she's coming from because I have those days myself. In fact, I had one of those days last week, and you really do get, it affects everything. So, Lindsay, you're in our prayers. So when you come on in, say hello. I'm so glad to see everybody. I'm actually crafting tonight. So tonight I'm making a cute little berry basket. And then if we have time, which I hope we will, we're actually going to do a little mini berry basket. So, of course, you know, I love strawberry shortcake. And hello there's my sweet Becky. So you guys, I'm going to show you what I scored at a thrift store. These were $2.95. I don't know where they originated from, but they are wooden strawberries. Aren't they the cutest? Thank you into sharing me into the hive, Miss Stephanie. I appreciate you. I miss you, girl. I hope you have a wonderful summer. I know you're excited summer's here or almost there. Look at these adorable wooden strawberries. They're wood, you guys. They're adorable. So we're going to make 3 of these. We're going to paint a little bit. I'm going to try to paint. I think I'm going to put my little apron on. If I can get it off my rack here. Hold on, guys. There we go. Because, along with 5 other things. Hello. Thank you, guys. All right, so I'm going to put my apron on just because I do not want to get paint on me. When I'm done painting, I'll take it off. So, thank you. All right, so comments. I see Stephanie's comment, but there's Sue. Okay, comments are working. I was really worried about that. My tablet is dead. So if I'm not, I don't know how well the comments are working. It's a beautiful day. It was a beautiful morning in Florida, but of course it rolled back up to 90. It was kind of crazy, you guys, but it was really cool this morning. Not like sweater weather, but just like beautiful, just like Becky's talking about. So, all right, let's get this baby started. I'm going to take a sip. Hello, Sharon. You're at work? Well, welcome. I hope you're having a good day at work. I know it's not always the greatest. All right, you guys. So these are what we're working with, our little wooden strawberries. I found these at a thrift store. It was an amazing find. So I don't know where I got them, but it's okay. We're going to keep on rolling. There's one more thing I have to grab, but I know where it is. Thank you for sprinkling me out, Sharon. Okay, you guys. So these are the colors that I'm thinking, because I'm going to put like some moss green in the basket when we're all done, I think. But I also, or we could use Excelsior, but I'm not going to paint the basket. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Oh, I'm so glad you did. Then you're going to love this craft, Stephanie. And let me tell you. So I got Hunter's Green. This is from Hobby Lobby. This is the Hobby Lobby one. And then I have the Mossy Meadow with the folk art. I'm leaning toward this might be a primitive strawberry shortcake. if that's even existing. It will today, but I don't know which one I'm going to go with yet. So I'm going to have you guys vote on this. But before that, I'm just going to go ahead and use my Straw Hat Yellow, because as you can see, actually, we're just going to paint it and then I'll just do my own little seeds. But there are seeds in here. I'm going to try, we're just going to go ahead and start with the painting because that's going to take forever. I'm going to try to find the seeds again, but I really like the way they're kind of like pre-done like that. Isn't that cute? All right, so I'm using Candy Apple Red. It's a pretty good color. And I'm just going to put it right here on my wax paper, and I can just throw it away when I'm done. We're going to definitely use more than that, but I'm going to just try to go around my seeds if I can. So we'll see. It's been a while since I painted, you guys. Hopefully it'll come out okay. But this is the apple barrel, which is usually a good one. So, but yes, it is Thursday, but we are actually doing our ATC. I wanted to do it Wednesday, but I had some personal things come up. So, we're actually going to be doing our ATC tomorrow night instead, around the same time, between 7 and 8 usually is when I like to go. And it's going to be our Mary Poppins theme. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try. We're going to just put our own seeds on these. It'll be okay. Otherwise, we'll be here forever. Hello, Mel. How are you? Did you get my message? I messaged you back today. If you didn't, no worries, my friend. I've been busy today, too. And if you messaged me back, I probably didn't see it yet. So, are you leaving?
Not yet.
Oh, I'm live. So, how is everybody? I can't believe it's already June. I can't, it's just ridiculous that the year is halfway over. Usually it's around the second week of June is when I start to oh my gosh, the year is halfway over. It's just crazy. This is actually really good coverage, and I am going to put a little bit of wax on these when I'm done. So I don't care if I'm only going to do one coat. Maybe mix the two colors together. Oh, hi, Joanne. Oh, the two greens, you mean? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? We could try it. I could definitely try it. I just feel like that one is a little dark and that other one's a little too light. So that's a really good idea. I might try. I think we're going to try that. All right. So I'm just going to, I know some of this is probably going to come off because I'm going to lay it down and just do the next one. But have you guys been watching today? You got to go back and watch Jody, and the Pink Llama, and Stephanie and I. Unfortunately, it's, Lindsay was supposed to be on first today, but she did not feel good, so we're praying for her. Okay, so there's our first little strawberry. It almost looks like one of those makeup brushes, you know? Hi, how are you, Joanne? Long time no see, my friend. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and paint this one. We're going to do all our reds and then just dry. That way I can hold the actual strawberry when it's dry to do our stems. I do have my dryer and my glue gun here. So, is anybody going on a special vacation this summer? My husband and I always kind of go do something for my birthday, and it's always in the summer, so that's probably what. We don't have anything planned just as of yet, but we'll see what happens. We shall see. I do want to go back to St. Augustine, though. I miss it. I have not been in. We didn't go there last year. I usually go there for my birthday, but we did not go there last year. We went to Georgia instead. I do want to go to Georgia. I want to go back to Georgia. There was a lot of stuff that I wanted to go see and do. But our time was short. I'm so glad you're good, Joanne. It's been a while since I've seen ya. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been seeing people post the same thing, so maybe it does affect you guys. But Are you guys just not seeing your regular people anymore? If I didn't know that we were all in an event, I wouldn't know that anybody was on today. Like, even your stories, like sharing to the top, like, you know how it tells you like who's live. I don't see anybody anymore. Yes, I did. Thank you. I was just looking for flies. Yay! That's awesome. Just a tip, Mel. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are the best days to buy hotels. I know today's Thursday, so that doesn't help you. And it may not change. It depends on what you're looking at. But I hear, and I have had good experiences with buying flights. But we do have hotel information. So I don't have like special rates for the hotel. But if you want that information, I'll PM you after work. Or after I'm done working here in the craft room. And I can definitely, because it's right across the street from where we're going to be on Saturday. And it's where the Friday night thing is. So, all right. So I am done with strawberry number 2. This is, my finger's hurting from holding onto that stem. You popped on, you did see I popped online. Okay, good. I almost read that as something else because the P and the O look the same. Like, I hope I didn't do that. Oh my gosh, you guys, the world's crazy. Who is excited for Toy Story? I was an older kid when that movie came out, but I still enjoyed it. And the relevance to like everyday life in most childhoods are amazing. And now I'm so excited about it. It always comes out in June historically. I think since like Toy Story 2 and 3. I know this because it's always that and Stitch. Always come out in June because I always took my daughter for her birthday. A lot of Crafting Friends notifications got turned off, so I never get notified. You gotta push that button again, I guess. They want you to I feel like it's work at this point. Like, who wants to do that? It's maintenance. But, I mean, it's amazing to me that Facebook hasn't charged us. Like, unless you're Meta verified, which I paid for that on my personal page, because I don't want to lose all my kids' photos and all my memories on there, because that's the only place I have it stored. My ex made me lose a lot of the original photos and stuff of my kids. I don't have a whole lot, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean. That's why I still do the telegrams. I don't actively stay in it, but I'm almost ready to get rid of that too, because I don't know who all is watching that even. Okay, so we are almost done painting our last bit here of our red, and then we'll dry it. I do have my dryer, and I'm sorry about the noise ahead of time. I'm a lot older, but you love Toy Story? Oh, I'm so glad you said that, Sue. I think I'm going to be doing a special Toy Story ATC kit. Just separate from the club, because I know everybody doesn't love Toy Story. I'll probably do a poll. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, I have an ATC club. And right now I have openings in my digital tier. So I send you basically all the digitals, almost everything of what I give I call it the class. And then you just print it out on your own. And it's like I don't send you any mail, except I mail you like a welcome letter. I think we're done with this red. So I'm going to go ahead and dunk this in the water. Hello, Stephanie. But I think I'm going to do that, Sue. So, all right. I don't know why I use the smaller brush for the red when I have this big brush right here, but it's Life Brain. All right, we're going to dry these real quick. Real quick. I'm so glad you love Toy Story, Sue. The Toy Story land at Disney is awesome. The most popular ride there is Slinky Dog, and it's so much fun for adults and kids. Unless your kid doesn't really like roller coasters, but it's sort of a roller coaster, but it's a good one. let's see. And I am in the last, by the way, I'm the last presenter of the day. We just had a short, small little group today, which is fine. Sometimes we all can't commit to everything anyway. Yes, there's my golden girl sister. Stephanie, I gotta check out what you were using today because I've never heard of that before. Okay, we're gonna go to the next one. Hi, Mom. So I think this will take up our whole hour. Which is good. I had a backup just in case. We still have to paint the stems. Those resin things that you were using, what were they called? Because I don't necessarily do resin. Did you already do it ahead of time? I missed the part. I missed that part, I think. But I loved your little strawberries. They turned out so cute. You built your crate. I actually am just using a basket. I'm cheating a little bit. Okay. I think that's good. So I'm going to go back to my first one. Now, I'm trying to think. I think I'll go ahead and paint the resin Crete. Creta? Is it Crete or Creta? Whatever it is, it looked really interesting. I want to try it. I've never done resin before, but I guess you always have to try something once. Thank you, Joanne, for that, by the way. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put on my little seeds. So a seed in a strawberry is almost like a drop. And it's funny because I do see it. They're not all going to be perfect, but not all seeds are. I do see it kind of underneath this red, which is good. So if you guys are just joining me, these little wooden strawberries I scored at a thrift store in a 3-pack. They were already kind of pre-put together. And I absolutely love them because I love strawberries. It's one of my favorites. It was one of my grandma's favorites too. She likes strawberry ice cream. I probably should have done like 2 of these prior to coming on, but otherwise I won't have anything to do live. So I'm just kind of making little eye drops, little teardrops. My husband's making dinner tonight. He's making some chicken. She got it in past it. You mix it with, oh, you mix it with water. Oh, Sherry got it. I read she. Sherry got it. Okay, awesome. I gotta ask Sherry about that. I never see Sherry anymore. You know, I know it's impossible to watch everybody. And usually working, I'm usually doing my own thing too when I am not on the phones. I gotta check that out though. I'm interested. Okay. So we're just kind of going around. I'm almost done. I'm almost done with this one. And we're just doing the little teardrops. And you can make it, you know, not every strawberry is the same, so you can make it different. This is probably why I don't paint very much, because I feel like it's boring. Hopefully I'm not boring. I'm not trying to be. Okay, so there's our little strawberries. Super cute, right? We're gonna dry this real quick. These aren't gonna take very long to dry because there's very little paint on them. I know, I love strawberries too. Hi, Mary. Facebook is hiding people. I know, it's like we have to go on a hunt for our people. I don't know what it is. I really don't. Even my regulars that like are kind of new for me, like I see more reels than anything. Okay. Super, super cute. So Miss Lindsay scheduled this event a while back, and I was supposed to theme my ATC cards around this, but I mean, technically it was just berries, not necessarily strawberries. But when I was doing my kits, because I always do my kits on Thursdays that are in my group, I forgot that I was in this event, and it was kind of a screw up on my part. So rather than pulling out of the event, because I would never do that to Lindsay unless I absolutely need to for like emergencies, I just decided to move my day. But we will be back to our normal Thursdays next week. The only other day, I don't think my birthday lands on a Thursday. There was something else that's coming up, but it's not any time now. So, but we will be resuming our ATCs tomorrow. And we're doing Mary Poppins. The basket's cute. The basket was also a thrift store find. Shocker, I know. And I don't know. Sometimes I have good instincts, or I get the stuff I think would look cute. The strawberries, Mary, I found them at the thrift store. Literally, I just opened them in the beginning of the live. I threw away the package. But it was $2.95 for these 3 little wooden strawberries, and they're all wood. They're like solid wood too. Like, I don't do a lot of wood, but I do some wood. And these were already, like, I love the way that they're 3D. Super cute. All right, I think I'm just being a little bit more perfectionist than I need to be. We're gonna wing the last one, because otherwise we'll be here for the whole hour painting strawberries, and I don't want that. I don't want to bum you guys out. Okay, one more right there. All right, so there's that one. You gotta have the seeds on the strawberries. At least it made it. At least strawberry seeds are not they're not big, that because I like seedless watermelon. So what other berries? Let's see. There's blackberries is one of my favorites. I love blackberry jam. I love raspberries. I love blueberries. I pretty much like all the berries, you guys. I'm a berry girl. So, be throwing all these follow pages instead of the ones I follow on my pages. You miss people that are live. Yes, that's exactly right. That's exactly what's happening to me, stuff. And I mean, I don't mind. I think they're trying to like create more people, which is good, because hopefully they're throwing us out there too for more people. But they still need to mix it up evenly. I'm gonna go shopping with you, Mary. I know, Mary. I got your butterfly. I was so bummed because it wasn't there, and then I found another box. It was hidden in the book section. Blueberry muffins, yes. It was hidden in the book section because of course I checked that out while I was there. I did find a Halloween book, so I was excited about that. So I picked that up. And you guys want to hear a funny story? While I'm finishing this last strawberry. So I always check out everything they have. And sometimes they have, some people donate some Disney ears. And, you know, I'm a Disney lover. So I checked out the headbands area and there was this little crown. And it said 45 on it. And I was like, and I'm going to give away my age. And I was like, oh, I can wear that for my birthday this year. And I was like, that's cool. I'm going to buy it because I like wearing a little, you know, representation on my birthday. I like to feel special. I'm like a big kid, you know that. And I get home and I started thinking about it and I'm like, wait a minute, 45? I'm not turning 45 this year. So I have to save it for next year. So there you go. There's my age, in case you were wondering. But yeah, I was like, what did I do that for? Okay, yay, we did it. So I'm gonna go ahead and dry this real quick. And then we're gonna mix that paint up. You love blueberry, and that's my husband's favorite. He loves blueberry muffins. See, there we go. Perfectly imperfect in every way. All right, so now I'm going to be careful so I don't get too much paint on me. I am going to take, let me get a smaller brush. Come here, Thumper. You don't need a really big brush. This one's good. Because we were going to paint the stem. I think I'm going to leave the actual stick part because I'll show you why. But we're going to mix it right here. And I know you, hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to push you down. Hi, Karen. How are you? All right. Oh, good. We have plenty of time. So I'm going to mix this meadow and a little bit of this dark hunter green. And we're going to see what we come up with. Thank you, Steph. Yours were so cute too. I have been, and I will say, I've had these strawberries, I want to say at least 6 months. I've been waiting for a special occasion to use these. So when Lindsay did this event, I was like, ooh, I know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad at this color. Let's see if I can make, let me see if what I did. See that color? It's a little bit darker. It's not as light. We're going to go for it. So I'm going to keep the stem this color though. I'm just going to do the actual leaves though. And I think we have enough. If I get a little bit on it, it's okay. I'm going to try to just take the edge of my paintbrush and go lightly over the side. I'm not really worried about what's happening at the bottom of those leaves because it's not like people are going to go up in there. I don't even know if I'm going to sell this. But if I do and you're the buyer, you can always tell me to go ahead and finish the underneath of the greenery. Look at how cute those are. So adorable. I don't know if I'm selling this. I kind of like it. I don't want to sell it. I can't keep all my crafts, you guys. But I do have my do you guys remember when we did our jar event? I do have my strawberry shortcake collection jars up on my shelf in my kitchen. I did keep them with the little figures on top. I don't know if you guys didn't see that. I believe it's on my YouTube. I know it's on my YouTube. It was like a year ago. All right, so I'm doing the tops. Hi, Crabs by Amy. Amy, I have to get you and Mel the hotel info. I think I'm gonna go ahead and email that to you guys, so you have that. And you guys can talk about, you know, you guys can PM each other too if you want to see about a roommate. But the hotel is not very expensive at all. I think Beth said it would be, you can enjoy the membership. You get a discount and it's a free membership. And it's like, I think she said it's like under $130 a night. And that is in the summertime in Florida. So I don't know about how everybody else's hotel rates are, but that's not bad. Everywhere I go, it's usually more expensive. There we go. I'm so excited. Beth sent me the info last night. Oh, okay, good. My mother loves strawberries in her kitchen. Aww. That is so sweet, Karen. What a sweet memory. I know, like, who doesn't? Okay. So that was a big transformation. Oops. Oh, I'm painting on things. All right, so I think we're done painting. Let me shut these. I'm just going to put them back here for now. So I'm going to put these over to the side. Whoops. We're going to kind of let them air dry because we have our basket to decorate. You had apples in your kitchen. So did my grandmother, Stephanie. I remember my grandma's apple kitchen so vividly. I still have a very few pieces from her apple kitchen. And now it's coming back, I feel like. I've seen some people do it. Hello, Crafting by Tracy Lynn. And don't forget, if you are not following our Creative Hive, make sure you do. Lindsay puts on the best events. And please follow each other if you see a new crafty friend in here. All right, so in a normal world, I would definitely do something to this basket. But I didn't prep it or anything. I just kind of wanted to see what an actual, like, wicker color would be. Oh my gosh, strawberries dipped in chocolate is beautiful. By the way, I'm so glad my comments are working. Hold on, you guys. I gotta grab one thing. And I don't think I'm gonna find those, but that's okay. All right. We are going to make these a little primitive with our wax. So I want to do something, I think, on the front of the basket. That's okay. I don't want to do that anyway. I think I'm going to do just a little something. What do you guys think about this? I think I'm going to do that. Just to give it a little bit more color. And I could always use my wax and dingy it up. So I don't have a darker color, otherwise I use that. But this is the color I have, which isn't bad. So, all right, so let me get my glue. I also had a smaller basket, but I think this is too small for the 3 strawberries. So we're gonna skip that. But I got like a 3-pack, I think. I used one of them already, I think. Yeah, I think I used one already. By the way, these are flat backs, so they hang just, I already know where I'm going to hang this too. They hang right in the kitchen. I've been trying to find some funny things on like for movie watching lately. And, what was the last movie I watched was super funny, and it was with the old guys, and they robbed a bank or something, and they didn't get caught. I think it was like nothing to lose, I think. Nothing to Nothing to lose. I don't know, but it was so funny. I was thinking about the movie the other day. It's one of those movies where you think about it a couple days later. That's how you know it was good, if it's memorable. Have you guys seen that one? I love it. It's like light. Oh, you like it the lighter green? Okay. All right. So we're gonna, this is always to my left. That's where my plugs are. So, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and tuck that in. So it does have a little bit of something on it. Now I'm gonna do probably, I'm gonna do something crazy for a minute. Hold on, guys. I gotta move my trash. Because the next part is messy. All right. I'm going to put this in the bottom just a little bit. Just to give it a little bit more volume. See how I just squished it down in there? Hi, sweet Lindsay. How are you feeling? I might be driving to Florida for the meetup. Oh, you might be driving? Well, that's interesting. That's awesome, though. All right, so you guys, a lot of you have been using like, you could use Excelsior, but this matched my basket too much, so I'm not using that. I'm going to use this green moss. So I'm taking a little bit out over the trash can. I'm not going to put a ton in here because there's something else I want to do too. And I'm just kind of putting it in here as more of a filler. All right. I kind of got a little ahead of myself, but that's okay. All right. So there I have that. Now, I do want to do one other thing. I'm trying to let these kind of dry on their own so I don't have to use that. I am going to take a little corner piece. This was I found at Dollar Tree, by the way, you guys. I'm going to take a little corner piece and I'm just going to rip it, and I'm going to have it almost like a little something hanging out of it. So, right on the line, just rip it. I don't need that right now. It's going on the floor. Still hurting. You couldn't fall asleep. You poor thing. I totally understand what you're going through. Long trailer. Lucille Ball. Oh, really? Oh my goodness. I love Lucy too. Okay. So you guys, I'm going to kind of put this at a corner. And I'm going to put the moss on top just so there's a little bit more weight onto that. But I'm going to have this almost like a picnic. And I want that frayed. By the way, you could coffee stain this too. I just didn't think about it. Okay. So that's where we're going to stop with that for now. Because it would not be a Christy craft without strawberry shortcake. So I'm going to make a tag for this for the back. So that's what I'm going to do now. Now, a lot of you Mod Podge, I'm actually going to just use my regular glue. Hopefully I have enough on the stick. Actually, I don't have enough on the stick. I'm going to just go ahead and use what's left of these. Yeah, that would be good. I'm going to use up the rest of this one. So this is just a Dollar Tree tag. Yes, it looks like a picnic blanket. That's what I was going for. So this is just a regular Dollar Tree tag. I think these were like 2 for $1 because I cut it apart. The other one had like a lawn chair or something on it, but I wanted the flat back, and you could leave it like that. You could paint it. I'll probably paint it after, or maybe just stain it, but I'm going to use my Scotch glue, and I'm just going to act like this is Mod Podge, and I'm going to go all around this thing. And like I said, I don't care if I use up all my glue on this, because that is how great this holds. Now, you want to just make sure you get your corners really good all around the sides. That's the main part, because you are going to be, we're going to use the sander a little bit on here. And I'm telling you, it works great. You could also like heat it up a little bit, but I'm not even going to mess with that. It's just like how you would do with like an iron. I don't have any ants. I don't. I gave my ants away to another crafter, but I almost had ants. All right, now I cut this to size, and this was like a little collage thing I did on Pinterest. So I'm just gonna kind of line it up. I'll probably put my own hole back in it. But now we're just gonna kind of go like this. It is cardstock, so I should have done it on regular paper, but I only had cardstock in my printer at the moment. I wish I had ants. That would be cute, right? I guess then it would like not look like a berry anymore though, because we're still want to go for the berry stand. But all right, come on, baby, get off there. All right, so I don't even need to do this, but I'm going to, just to kind of give it that effect. And then we're going to do the bottom and then the sides. Sorry if this bothers anybody. I'll be done in a minute. Turn down your volume. Some people find it satisfying, but some people find it annoying, and I can see it either way. I guess it depends on what mood you're in. Hi, my sweet Robbie. How are you? We're painting strawberries tonight. I'm in an event, and it's the berry farm stand event. I don't even think I'm saying that right, y'all. I'm so sorry, Lindsay. She's going to be like, you knew about this. Okay, I'm going to take my crocodile. Hold on. I got to find it in here. And make a hole. Because we are going to put a tag on here. And I am the last presenter, so I don't have to really worry about the time. But I'm going to try to be courteous and just use my hour. I might go a couple minutes over, because I do want to show you guys the smaller basket too. But we're almost done. So I'm going to do a little hole in here. And I'm using my crocodile. I'm using the bigger hole. That's what this looks like. And I'm going to see, it barely fits, but it does. And I'm going to go ahead and line that up. And what you could do is you can go in here with like a pencil. Well, look at this. We'll use one of these. I have these little chopsticks. So you can go in there and just kind of do this. Thank you for sharing today. Absolutely, Stephanie. When I saw you on there, I knew it. I was like, oh, she was so nice to help her. Okay. So there's our tag. I'm going to try to get this a little bit more rustic looking. There's our tag. I'm going to hide this because Pinterest left that on there, but it's fine. All right, crocodile's going back. I'm going to leave this out just in case I need to tie it on. I love it. All right. So now I am going to, I have my basket. My plan is to just kind of have this hang it out the back with our strawberries inside. But I do want to add a couple things. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of this wax. It's been a minute since I opened this, you guys. I know it's still good, but it's going to take me a minute to open it probably. Let me see. And I don't have my regular brush, so I'm just going to use a paintbrush. Ooh. Some craft supplies do expire. That is getting a little white in there, so we're gonna have to use this up as best we can. I'm just gonna use an old paintbrush, one that's I don't really care about anymore. We'll go with this one. This is extra long and it's just annoying, so we're just gonna throw that one away. Because I have my little brushes, I just don't know where they are. Alright, so we'll take a little bit of that excess off, and then we're just going to go like this. And we're going to give her a little dingy look. Because why not? Strawberry can be primitive too. You had a good crocodile for your can. Oh, you need a good crocodile for your cans? I never thought about doing cans. That's interesting, Mary. That probably would work just well, wouldn't it? That one came from Michaels. It's their Michaels brand. Because Michaels is starting to not to carry like all these brand names anymore. But a lot of times, check with your crafting friends. I don't have any, but sometimes they have extra, they have like affiliates where you get like a discount code and stuff. I would check there. On another piece of cloth for the tag holder. I could do that. We're just gonna dingy up strawberry a little bit. I am trying to get the edges the best though. Y'all are probably thinking, what is she doing? It's all right. It works, it works. If it doesn't, that's okay. We can always make another one. Maybe just scrape the top layer. Oh, you mean inside the can. I gotcha. Yeah, I could do that. Because, I mean, I don't use this enough to where I'm going to be, like, wasting it. It's not the cheapest stuff, but it works. But I did want it to look a little, you know, distressed. Because you know what? Strawberry's been around for a while. She's definitely vintage. So, did you guys know that the actual creator or artist of Strawberry Shortcake, she is on Facebook and TikTok, and she does so many dancing videos. She does appearances. Her name is Muriel. And I'll share her one day to the page, but that's not bad. We got her a little distressed looking like an old farm, like the old farmhouse. Now, what you could do is kind of go in here and just, you know, distress your cloth a little bit if you wanted to. But we're definitely going to do it with the strawberries. I'm just making sure that it's all good. So we're going to just kind of rub it on, rub it off type thing. It's been a while, and I don't really like this brush, but it works. It works for what we're doing. We're going to just distress these just a little bit because I'm trying to do primitive. Hi, Marlene. Ooh, I almost put that in the green, you guys. We're doing primitive strawberry shortcake. Is it a thing? It could be. Christy's making it a thing. All right. Just because it's not perfect to be perfect. You know what I mean? I wanted it to look a little rusty. And sometimes just brushing it on and brushing it off with your finger helps too. All right, so there's a little bit more primitive. I know some of the lines on here They got me stressed out, but that's all right. Look at that. That's cute. All right, I'm going to do it with our other ones now. Whoa. Always want to start with your tissue paper first. And it might be because it is a little older in here. I'm just doing the, see how it's kind of white in there? Hopefully it's not dangerous. If not, I did it for the cause, you guys. I did it for the cause. All right, I still want to get to my little berries. So I'm just going to be done in a minute. The little berries are super easy. All right, so there's that one. I don't want this to break. I feel like these are made very well because I'm really holding on to this and it did not break. Like I'm waiting for it to break because that's my luck, but I don't want it to break. So I'm not gonna talk all that jazz because I don't want it to break. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to leave that to the side for now in case we decide to do anything else. Now I do have a little bit of the greenberry bush. This is the one from Hoblobs because I don't use it that often, but I'm going to put a few sprigs on the side just to kind of make it look a little bit more earthy. So we're going to put our little strawberries in here. And then we're going to put our little sign in the back. So you can, oops, so you can see it. And obviously this hangs, so. Y'all stick with me because it's been a while since I did. It's been a minute since I did an actual craft. I'm probably going to glue this in here, but I love it. Now you could put it in the front too. Kind of like it in the front of the basket. That's better. So, but look at how cute this is. Look at how cute that is. It's going in my kitchen. It is definitely going in my kitchen. All right, hold on. I'm going to take my I have some of this fabric, and I think I just want to make a small, tiny little tab. Hold on, guys. Let me cut this off. Just a little, like, string for the tag. You could almost do a bow, but I really don't want to put a bow on it. You guys can if you want. If you're going to try this at home, please tag me. I know it does look adorable. I know Amy's loving this because she's my strawberry girl. All right. So. Oops, don't go in the paint. Please don't go in the paint. All right, and then I probably wouldn't leave them long, but you guys get the gist of it. Right? And then it just hangs like that. What do you guys think? Isn't that cute? You can't really read it because it says very sweet, but there. You can read it a little bit. Do you love that? I'm so glad you guys love that. Okay, so that's craft one. I have 6 minutes. And I'm not going to glue it in here, you guys, because I don't like to glue my crafts in. I like to make it interchangeable sometimes, but obviously that's craft one. I'm going to put this over here, and I'm going to cover this paint so I don't get paint on it. The next one we're going to do, if you guys can see me, we're going to do something else. very similar. So I have these little baskets, and I have my little pieces again. We're going to cut this in half and then in half again. So I'm going to do it like a smaller square this time. And you could even use ribbon if you don't have the scrap fabrics. But we're going to cut it a little smaller. I'm not even like trying to go in a pattern. I'm just being pretty random with it. And then we're going to cut it in half. Let's cut it in half this way so that both baskets get like a ruffled look or roughed look. Thank you guys. I know, it is super cute, isn't it? All right. So we have two little like blanket type things, right? Now what we're going to do is take a little Excelsior. You can use any type of filler if you wanted. But I'm just going to, this might be a little too strong. You don't need a lot. Just a little tiny bit. I'm going to put that in there. It almost looks like Easter grass, but you'll see. We're getting there. And then we're going to put our little basket in. Actually, do it first. Let's do it first. Do as I say and not as I do. All right. I'm going to take that little piece and put that in there. And this can be optional. You don't have to use the Excelsior. I just think it looks cuter. There's a little picnic basket. We're going to do the same thing. I basically put it in so it's kind of hanging out of both sides. You can use moss too, whatever you wanted. I just wanted to use something different. And then, give her mini baskets. I have other Excelsior I love, but it's in my garage right now, and I didn't feel like getting it out. All right. And this is what you do. I have, these are from Amazon. I have little fake blueberries. So we're going to do little blueberry baskets for my blueberry lovers out there. Now, it definitely needs something. We're going to try, I have a couple minutes, so we're going to try to put something else in here. But you can put little printables, little printable tags. You can put little, whatever you wanted, really. But there's our little blueberry baskets. I love them. Aren't they cute? Now, what I would do with these specifically, you can even put a little greenery in it. Actually, let's cut this one in half. How cute and adorable is this? I would stick this underneath and just have it kind of drape over it. Let's see if this one works. You could glue it too. But I love these. Aren't they super duper cute? Now, what I would do with them is I would glue them. I'm not even sure I'd put the Excelsior in them for this purpose, but you guys are going to love this. Because you know your girl can't come on here without talking about journals and stuff. I will come see you later. Later, Gator. Okay. No problem, girl. You go back. You go get that sale. Okay. I have are not very large, but these are better. I've been collecting these jump rings for a reason, because we are going to turn these into little charms. And that, my friends, is what the last bit of this is. And I know it's 8, so if you guys need to go, you need to go. But I'm going to finish what I started, if that's okay with Lindsay. I'm the last presenter, so I think it'll be okay. All right, so I'm going to take my little tools. I'm hoping this is big enough. We're about to find out. And I'm opening it all the way. And it's almost too small. But you get the gist of it. I will work on these. I will work on these. But basically, you would make like little charms with these. And you don't have to make it a charm. You can hang this in your kitchen. You can hang it in your pantry window or in your car mirror. It doesn't really matter. You can hang it wherever. But these I would definitely glue down for you and make these into charms. So they would like hang. What you would probably do is put it on like a couple of little eye hooks and stuff. And this is what they would look like when you put it on. But these are a little too small, and I don't think I have any larger ones. If I do, they'd be in here. And those are book corners. Let's see. I have these little star ones too that are super cute. See how that cute would be? So let me try it with string. We're just gonna try it with string real quick, and then I'll be out of your hair because I want to make one. You guys have to see how cute they are. All right. So what I do, these are like the little hooks, and I have one star and one regular. So we're just going to do it like that. I'm not going to glue them down because I know you guys need to go. But what you would do, you take a small, however long you want it to be. I'm not trying to put a bunch of beads on this or anything. But you would take your little circle and put it through this part, your other circle. And then pull this through. So now you have these strings that hang down. And then you would take, this is trial and error. You would take this and then tie a little knot on it. And then, of course, if you have a jump ring, you would put your jump ring in and all of that. But how stinking cute is this? You can put a bead or two if you want. Just make sure when you knot it, and I would definitely secure it at the top. Somehow. That way it's like that. And then that could be your little charm. See how it opens? How stinking cute would that be on a little journal? Okay, so there's your ideas. Those are our little baskets, and then our beautiful little strawberry basket with our little strawberries in there. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Remember, tomorrow on my page, I'm going to post a time. It's probably going to be normal time, like 7:15. We'll be doing Mary Poppins ATC cards. So don't forget to tune in to watch that. And I want to thank Lindsay and Miss Stephanie for being here and sharing everybody into the group. And I want to thank Lindsay for still putting on this cute little event, even though she didn't feel good today. Again, keep her in your prayers. And I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.